There's an ongoing trend of people consistently falling behind when it comes to paying bills and handling their finances. But what's going on? And why is it happening? While it might seem like a simple question, the answer is way more than meets the eye. There are two sides to the story. One has to do with the economic history of the world, and the other has to do with each of us as an individual, and how the modern world interacts with us, as well as how we interact with it. To understand the bigger picture, we should inspect the parts that make it, and that brings us to the stakeholders of this issue, the people. As of 2023, the biggest chunks of the population were for baby boomers, 20.9%, Gen X, 19.5%, millennials, 21.7%, and Gen Z, 20.6%. But since we're talking about the generations that are actively contributing to the economy, maybe we can rule out boomers since they'd be 60 by now, with less consumption and expenditure and so on. Let's look deeper into the active generation's relationship with money and how the state of the economy affects their consumer experience. It seems that each younger generation is poorer than the one preceding it, and it's gotten to a very tight spot for Gen Z, people who are between 12 and 27 years old, who are struggling to make it in the new economy and reduce generational wealth than what even millennials had. Millennials and Gen Z stand at the forefront of some of the world's most pressing economic challenges. While technology offers unprecedented convenience, instant access to information, food delivery, streaming services, and global communication, it also coincides with deteriorating financial and lifestyle stability. Millennials were the first to experience a decline in economic prospects compared to their parents, and Gen Z is showing signs of facing even harsher realities. Studies reveal that only 41% of Gen Z feel they are thriving, compared to 60% of millennials at the same age. Mental health is also a significant issue, with only 15% of Gen Z reporting excellent mental health, a sharp decline from previous generations. Climate change further exacerbates their pessimism about the future. The upcoming financial landscape is grim. Many cannot afford homes, are burdened with student debt, and face rising costs of education. Despite saving more aggressively for retirement, they remain deeply skeptical about their financial future. They also carry higher credit card debt and face obstacles in achieving financial stability. This generation has grown up in an era of instant gratification, heavily influenced by technology and app culture. They are accustomed to quick solutions and constant connectivity, but often at the expense of deeper, long-term satisfaction. The internet's pervasive influence has shaped their consumption habits, making them frequent users of delivery services and online shopping. While conveniences abound, these do not compensate for the lack of financial security. Millennials and Gen Z's experience highlights a broader societal issue: the facade of wealth through accessible goods and services without true economic stability. This disconnect has significant implications for their mental health and overall well-being. The era of instant gratification has also altered perceptions of wealth. Luxurious lifestyles are now subtly displayed through casual yet expensive items, further complicating the relationship with financial reality. This shift in how wealth is perceived and displayed is influenced by social media, contributing to a unique and often misleading portrayal of economic status. In conclusion, millennials and especially Gen Z face a paradox. They enjoy unprecedented access to convenience and technology, yet grapple with severe economic instability and mental health challenges. This generation's struggles underscore the need for a deeper examination of our economic systems and the true cost of our culture of convenience. Let's take a deeper look at this concept and understand the economy and society that make it harder for uprising generations to have the same stability as the previous ones. We have to address hyper-consumerism and the toll it takes both on the environment and the people. Hyper-consumerism negatively affects both the environment and mental health, particularly among younger generations. This lifestyle creates a constant sense of urgency and need, driving unnecessary purchases. Fast fashion options like Shein exemplify this issue by exploiting workers and promoting unsustainable practices. To produce such large quantities for consumers to spend on, fast fashion workers face harsh conditions, including low pay, long hours, and unsafe environments. Investigations revealed that employees work up to 17-hour shifts for minimal pay, often without proper contracts or safety protocols. The success of these fast fashion and all the other short-lived products is largely due to their aggressive social media strategy, leveraging influencers to create a sense of constant need among consumers. This approach fuels the cycle of overconsumption, particularly among Gen Z, who are more exposed to and influenced by social media marketing. The trend of prioritizing experiences over tangible goods, popularized by millennials and now embraced by Gen Z, has also contributed to financial instability. Many young people are accruing debt to fund travel and lifestyle experiences, often influenced by social media portrayals. This led to the popularity of buy now, pay later services, offering a seemingly easy way to afford experiences and goods. However, these services can lead to unmanageable debt as many users struggle to keep up with payments. The broader culture of hyperconsumerism highlights the need for a reevaluation of our consumption habits. While social media and modern marketing drive a desire for instant gratification, it's essential to consider the long-term impacts on both the environment and personal financial health. Talking about unmanageable debt, especially with the accessibility to microloans and credit cards, the appeal of credit cards lies in their ability to build credit, facilitating future financial opportunities like getting an apartment or home. However, the buy now, pay later (BNPL) system is gaining popularity for its perceived flexibility. Despite being a new service with limited data, an informal poll showed that 11% of 4,000 respondents used BNPL for unaffordable purchases, and 5% struggled with repayments. Interestingly, those who found BNPL beneficial often cited 0% interest financing for big purchases, while others regretted using it for non-essential items, leading to financial strain. This trend highlights a dangerous precedent: normalizing installment payments for everyday purchases without immediate affordability. It often results in a cycle of debt and high-interest payments. Moreover, the rise of platforms like TikTok has exacerbated consumerism among young people. The app's content increasingly features product promotions, turning creators into marketers. TikTok's latest update, which makes videos instantly shoppable, and the prevalence of Amazon storefronts demonstrate how deeply consumer culture has penetrated social media. You can break this cycle of consumerism and debt by educating yourself financially and making more responsible decisions. For example, you can buy a home, take one room, and rent the other rooms to cover the debt repayment. You can also look into cohabitation of the same room to cut down expenses. It can also be a duplex or a triplex, where you get one story and rent the others. Another option is accessory dwelling units, or ADUs for short, which allow you to get rental income. Alternatively, look into rent-to-own options, which benefits landlords in spreading out capital gains tax. If you're going to take loans, you can turn to private investors, smaller loan companies, and credit unions for more lenient qualifications and more flexible terms than traditional banks. Make sure that you're tracking your expenses and income so that you can monitor how your lifestyle and choices are reflecting on your long-term goals. The ultimate thing to do in whatever workaround you choose, however, is by educating yourself and to stand on a solid ground. Don't jump on the bandwagon of trends. Make sure you browse social media with awareness and focus on the long term instead of the instant gratification that the world around us is shifting all the focus to. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more discussions regarding financial health and money management.